Well, guys, welcome back to another.
Oh, I have a good idea. Go back and put the chair all the way up. Go for it.
What, are you trying to stop it?
No, just be Jesus.
Wait, what was it that you...
Just be normal, dude. Pretend I didn't even say anything.
Okay.
It's like a tug in his knee.
Well, guys, welcome back. We are.
Scott is just weirds up the whole vibe.
Welcome back. This is the end of the Brazil trip. We just left Barcelos, and we are in Manaus, about to have a flight at midnight tonight. It is 5 o'clock, and the end of this video will be us kind of going to a steakhouse in Manaus to officially wrap up the video. But I thought we'd tell some untold stories. John actually gave me the idea, and some stuff we didn't capture on camera, and also kind of our favorite moments of the trip. So, what did we capture on camera?
What didn't we capture on camera? I think the most insane thing we didn't capture on camera was a freaking wolffish.
The wolffish story.
That was the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh,
Without
I wasn't
doubt.
even thinking of that.
When you say not on camera, that's definitely the only thing that comes to mind that wasn't specifically caught on camera.
Yeah, which should have been 100%.
Yeah, this probably is one of the most.
They won't believe this.
No.
Period.
The most unreal. And the funny part was I thought I was recording, and John goes, "Please tell me you're recording." I was like, "Yeah." I looked down, and then I wasn't recording. But this was after we airpilot fished all day.
Yep.
And you were fishing, right?
Yeah, I was throwing a spook for more
Wolffish.
catfish bait.
Yeah. No, that was just. I think we were just wanted to catch a fish.
Okay.
Just wanted to get fish. It's been 2 long days.
Yeah.
And
We didn't catch any fish.
yeah.
So John was throwing the spook, and these wolffish have crazy amount of teeth, as you guys know. And he was working the spook, and he hooks up on one, and he's reeling it in. It's like the biggest wolffish we've ever.
5 pound.
Like a 5 pounder. Like, it's the biggest one we've seen.
Way bigger than everything else.
Yeah. So he's reeling it in, and then he goes. You go to boat flip it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes to boat flip it. It snaps off.
Fish starts swimming away.
Switch starts swimming away. Scott is like looking this way with his hands just like this. The bait, the wolffish is facing the boat, somehow propels the bait out of its mouth, and the bait lands in Scott's hands. It's not like he caught it. He's literally like this, and it lands in his hands.
The fish shook his head, and he was probably a foot underwater, threw it 5 feet in the air, and I just needed to go like that. And it just plopped right into my hands.
Unreal. Like we were like pissed off at first because it took the lure, and then it legitimately gave it back.
Yeah, like
never seen like that before. Louis, our guide, who's guided for 20 years in the Amazon, was like freaking out. He's like, "Oh my god!"
And he was like, he
crazy.
literally was like, "Oh no," because he thought he lost his lure, and there's not many lures down there, and the wolffish spit it back out of us. That was one of the untold stories. I think we should tell the mega story.
Yeah. Before we even knew the vibe, we didn't really get a good feel for anyone on the boat yet.
So there's another thing is the whole vibe on the boat.
Yeah.
The vibe on the boat was strange. We got there and
we
were pretty much the only English-speaking people. There was a group of 6 Portuguese guys playing guitar and singing songs that we had no idea what language it was.
And then there was the French guys that kind of spoke English. They were really nice.
Yeah.
And then there was a Portuguese guy and then a girl that we thought were married. But ended up they weren't married. There was a weird vibe going on there. And then there was Mega, the guy who runs the boat, along with Ian. So Mega, like, all of a sudden, like, Scott's like, we're all in the back of the boat. And Scott's like facing this way and I'm like facing this way. And Mega's like walking behind him and I just start laughing. Because here comes Mega in a red, like, Speedo coming right at Scott. He, like, taps Scott on the shoulder. He's like, can I take a shower?
He says, "Can I take a shower, my friend?" He like screams it, and Scott doesn't realize it. But he's like leaning up against this outdoor shower, and Scott's like, sure, and like doesn't move. And Mega is still sitting there with his Speedo, like almost basically naked. We could basically say he's freaking naked at that point.
Pretty much.
And there's just so.
Wait, so then he turns the shower on and proceeds to take a shower in the open in a red Speedo. It was the weirdest, funniest thing that I've probably ever seen.
You did it every day for the rest of the trip, too.
That was the ending of that.
What was the other thing we were saying we wish we had on camera? It was the wolffish, and there was something else that we were like, oh my god.
Dude, what about that lure that you mutilated? I've never seen a lure break like that in my entire life.
It's a good story too.
I don't know how you just cast it into a tree?
No, I can't. I hit the side of the boat.
It's got
Right, I'm trying to take a shot at Perry casting towards my direction, and I'm right up in the bank, and he's casting from the boat. And as he casts, he hits the front of the boat, and I watched the lure fly towards the boat, but he still had the lure, and he completely split it down the middle. The wood just broke perfectly in half. So a lot of weird stories this trip with lures.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's got to be one more.
There's
one more
a lot
good story.
more. When me and Louie had that awkward hug.
Oh yeah. This is true. Like, go to a country that doesn't speak English as a first language, and so many awkward things will happen. Like, so many times, like, you get a handshake like this, and you didn't know if you were supposed to go like this
really
or
weird.
this or
What
hug.
is
They don't do a normal handshake.
It's this.
Yeah.
But sometimes they'll go in for like that
And then
too,
they-
and then you go in for like this, expecting it, and then it's just like you're
then
better
they-
off just going like this.
They
like,
change it and they go like a normal handshake, or
they go like this
and
then
then
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's weird.
It's not like when we normally when guys you go like this and
Yeah.
then pat the back.
Yeah, and sometimes the other guy doesn't pull in for like a hug. It's just
They also they do the shoulder pat. They don't do an actual like bro hug.
it's a perfect situation for all of us because I'm personally so bad at that.
Yeah. It was awkward. But he went. Louis like shook his hand, and then Louis went to shake my hand.
But he was reaching like this
He was reaching
across me.
He was reaching over Scott, and Scott, like I went to shake Louis' hand because he obviously wanted to shake my hand, and Scott just hugged Louis because he thought he was like hugging him. It was the funniest thing ever.
It was
had.
that
Like,
awkward hybrid handshake hug.
Yeah.
It was strange because
just
the
had to be there.
handshake had already ended, and then it looked like he was going in for a bro hug, and just kind of rolled with it.
Yeah, it was good. But what was your favorite part of the trip?
Probably the topwater explosions.
Yeah.
They're just, I mean, there was a point in the trip where we actually thought a peacock was a dolphin. It was such a big explosion, and then we cast at it and it wound up being the biggest fish of the trip. I mean, I would have never thought that you could confuse a bass for a dolphin in the beginning of the trip, but that's how explosive these fish are. It was unreal.
How about
What about you?
I think mine was probably that airplane mission, even though we came out empty-handed. Like, just to say, we all went in the jungle, and we literally went in, did this mission. I think we did a good job, aside from the fact that the fish were being absolute pansies. That was crazy, and especially the second day, bringing that boat through there.
Yeah, that
that
my
was
favorite part.
unbelievable. We brought this boat that was 16, 17 feet maybe, through the literal jungle.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That was a crazy part of the
Yeah.
trip.
I mean, granted, we had a lot of help, but we all did it, and that was just to say that we've done that is pretty badass.
To add on that funny story, to add on that, my favorite part was definitely dragging the boat in, just that whole mission, but dragging the boat in specifically, going through the jungle, that was cool. But another funny moment that John and I kind of watched, you can't really hear it unless somebody's explaining it, when we were pushing that boat, and then the tree hit me in the head. I had my camera on, and you can hear the tree go.
You alright? You okay, dude? You okay?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Shit, no.
Hey,
no
Zuck. Sure?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Alex. Oh.
Oh shit, is right.
Shit.
Oh, man.
Need some water.
Holy shit, dude. She's smart.
And you can hear John ask me what my name is.
Yeah.
You didn't respond, right?
Yeah.
you
No,
did.
I did. I was like,
You
Alex.
But you could definitely tell you were messed up.
I was just so confused. No, so we were pushing a boat into the jungle. Obviously, you guys saw that. If it wasn't in my video, you saw it in John's. And this tree came back and just freaking smacked me in the head. And since it was hollow, it literally sounded like a cement wall. Like, it was so bad. I think that I was more freaked out from the sound than actually what happened because I drank water and felt fine. But that was another funny moment that was kind of caught on camera, kind of not.
Another moment that I got that was kind of scary and not funny that wasn't caught on camera is when we were pushing the boat. Sometimes you have to push the boat over and under logs. And Louis, our main guide, was at the front. He was guiding it. And when you're pushing it, you're head down. You're not necessarily looking because it's almost like you're pushing this thing with all your might. And I think all three were in the back with some of the other guides, and we were pushing, and we almost didn't stop pushing. If we didn't stop pushing, we literally would have pinned Louis' legs.
I think we did pin Louis against it.
Well, but not to the extent
not
where it
painful.
could
Not
have broken
painful.
his leg or something like that. But
Yeah.
that could have been
So
pushing the boat was
yeah.
probably the dangerous thing we did. The
So
entire
imagine
trip.
this is
No
a
doubt.
stick, and then the boat can go under the stick, but you can't go under the stick. And he was pulling it, and we were pushing the boat, and he got stuck here, and the boat pressed up against him, against the log. And luckily, we didn't keep going, or else we could have literally, like, badly,
Who knows, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know, cut him in half, but, like, did some damage.
It wasn't like, I don't think it's because we were being careless, it's just because there's so much going on. It's like loud in the jungle, you've got like stuff, like, that was, I think, by far the dangerous thing, because he hit his head, the boat would come boom, crashing down, like, the boat hit my foot once, but I had steel toe boots on, and I was like, didn't say anything, but I was like, shit, like, I mean, boat was not light. Yeah. But, I mean, think about the first thing with bass fishing, how many bass you catch.
Yeah, exactly.
So, same deal with airplane, that's where we're going to go back.
Well,
pretty much.
I think this was good. What do you guys, anything else you want to say about the trip?
I want to go back. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm still here in
Airplane now.
Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little Q&A chilling in the hotel. We are about, so is it for sure?
I think so.
Okay, good.
You haven't confirmed at all with anybody?
It was confirmed, and then all the owners disappeared off. We tried the emergency contact number and everything. All the guys that ran the trip, they've disappeared. So we think we're going to steakhouse. I think if they don't do it, we just go to another one.
Yeah, let's go explore Manaus to a random steakhouse.
What number ranking is this city for most dangerous? Is it like number 2?
It's got to be in top 10.
You want to look it up right now?
Look it up.
Isn't it Manaus and Rio? Is it the two very worst?
In the world?
I think Rio is the most dangerous.
This is World Atlas. The source is World Atlas.
Okay, that's definitely a reliable source, a credible source. My English teacher would approve of this as a source in one of my thesis papers that I never wrote because I dropped out of school. I'm waiting here. I'm trying to keep this going. Well, it's not even in top 10. United States, where's that? St. Louis? Wait, this can't be right.
This can't be right.
St. Louis is more dangerous than Manaus. That can't be right.
Okay, look at the
Get out of this source.
Not funny.
Yeah, you took it too far.
Yeah.
Freaking spaghetti boy.
Like, I don't even want to, like,
yeah, just close that.
I feel like I'm calling upon myself.
It's a dangerous city, nonetheless, and we are going to go to a steakhouse. I will show you guys what authentic steakhouse looks like. It'll be probably 30 seconds of this video, starting right about